Hey there, it is me. It's been a few days. I'm here talking about my TMS treatment that I've been going through. Um, Last I talked to you was Friday. It was the end of my first week. It was about 9 sessions in, 5 days, 2 a day, except the first day when they did some mapping. And I had the weekend off, but we had a snowstorm. I kept busy, but still, when you're in your own head and no one's around and you're not social or getting out, it can get a little bit much when you're already struggling with depression and anxiety and stuff. And I was doing okay, but Monday I went to dinner with a friend because the roads had cleared. Treatment had been canceled Monday because of the weather. I honestly can't tell you what I saw or read, but something triggered me. And all the work I've been doing for a year now, good work, positive, trying to stay positive, trying to look forward, trying to focus on all the stuff that I need to. Hadn't had one of these episodes in a little while. They were usually very frequent, weekly at least. Debilitate me for a day, miss work, not sleep, not really be able to get out of it until I talked it out and stuff. I don't know what triggered it, but it sent me on a spiral that was pretty bad Monday night, and I did not sleep. It's hard to explain how it happens. It's not even like you're ruminating. It's like somebody opened the door and started just letting the landslide come in, and you can't stop it. You go back into the grief of, pain, sadness, anger, denial. I don't think in over a year I've gotten to acceptance, which I know is the last stage, because there was stuff that was pretty big. But there was a lot of pretty big stuff, and I blocked it out until I saw the text and was like reliving it in the moment, screenshotting all this stuff. It's like you can't stop yourself. And I made like an 8-minute video of me the next morning in the daylight, completely beside myself, with the intention to remember that feeling, but also with the intention to possibly turn it into content that shows this is not an all uphill journey, that there are slips and slides and the times you even fall back in a hole. Dragged myself, barely put together, to the treatment center yesterday afternoon. The flood of memories and emotions drowned me. That's a good way to explain it. And I was embarrassed to go in there upset. I thought I could fake it and get through it. I had not had sleep. They ask you the questions when you go in. They ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel emotionally and all that. They ask you, did you sleep? No. My scale of 1 to 10 I think was 2, and started crying then. I was upset and emotional and crying and talking to the tech, and she, very sweet, said that she would go find the psychiatrist who is over and in charge of the treatment and stuff, and see if she had a little time to talk to me. So Jessica, her name is, came in the room, which surprised me. I thought I would go somewhere else, and she sat in the chair I usually would do treatment in and talked to me. And we talked about CPTSD and triggers and flashbacks and the trauma, not wanting to make eye contact, crying, but trying to be quiet and subdue myself, not let my true emotions out, I guess. So it's difficult talking about it, but she said I just needed to just do a few basic things yesterday, and didn't want me to do treatment because all of those things, sleep and eating and all that, factor into how good the treatment can go. So I was disappointed, but I kind of saw that coming, and she called me in a different sleep medicine to try to get sleep last night. She said, take that and the prescription blood pressure medicine, which helps you sleep, and my regular medicine. So that was supposed to be sent to the pharmacy. I had a few errands I had to run when I left there. I sat in the car a long time trying to get myself together. I didn't want to drive when I was upset, and then I went toward my pharmacy, and one thing we talked about was what are a couple things I could do to try to make the day better, which at that time in my head, I was like, this is stupid, right? But I said, you know, go for a walk on the beach. She suggested going and getting like a really good coffee. You know me, this is all new to me, and I keep messing up my videos, but y'all gotta cut me some slack. It's only been a week I've been trying to do these. Went to where I get my coffee that I like. I ordered something new because I wanted to do something different. Big mistake. Was not that good. And then I tried to get the medicine, and they didn't have the prescription. I hadn't been called in. This is like an hour and a half, 2 hours later. It's the way my days go. So somehow from 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock, I don't remember, other than running in my storage unit for a second, how that went. But in the meantime, I let the office know that I didn't have the prescription in. They said it was, but to a completely different pharmacy I don't even use. So they took care of that, and I was able to go in the app and have it sent to one down near where I'm staying instead of going all the way back to my old one. So they were great about it. I got called up and got it, and I headed home. But it was dark. I hadn't eaten all day, so no walk on the beach, but it was fine. And I came up to get settled, and the friend that I had gone to dinner with the night before stopped up, brought me a donut. I said I need to eat some real food before I eat that. Thinking about that 24 hours prior, I think talk therapy is so important, and especially with somebody you can trust and that you can just vent and get it out. It's almost like you're bottled up and feel like you're choking, and you can't, like, there's so much you want to do, there's so much you want to say, there's so much that just wants to explode out of you, and you don't want to be unhealthy about it, and you don't want do things that are going to hurt you more. But when you can just trust somebody enough to just dump stuff out on them, you know, it was good. I felt just empty and drained after that, which isn't good either, but at least it just kind of broke through what I couldn't seem to break through on my own. So I took the medicine and the other stuff too late. It was probably 11 o'clock at night. But I did that and ate some leftovers from the night before, got very groggy, and I was able to get about 7 hours sleep last night. So I laid around and was kind of lazy this morning. Then I got ready and I went up to the center and gave them a rundown of how things were going. Said that I felt better today. My scale of 1 to 10 mood was 7. Told her about how things went with the medicine and stuff. Told her I took them and that it did make me sleep better. And we did treatment. So first treatment, I was starting after not having gone for 4 days. So 4 days had gone past, and we picked right up at a level of 82, which my goal is 110. But I'm working my way up from 60, so I'm now at 82 at the beginning of today. Then I had my break, called me in for the second session, and usually the first seems a little more intimidating, and then the second seems to go quicker and isn't as big a deal, maybe because I'm more mellow and calm when I'm there. But the second one did seem intense. I did not tell her that I couldn't do it. It was quite a knocking that I could feel even into my jaw and stuff. But I said okay, because I knew after the first 1 or 2 cycles, you kind of like dull down to it. And then it kind of subsides. And when we were done, I said, did you go way up on me again? Did you go to like, 5 more? So I'm picturing 87, and she said, no, actually I went to 85. It's so variable, as long as you know that they're doing their job with what level you need to be at, what they're going to try to get you to and stuff, and that you have a goal, which mine's the 110 as I go, not only with the treatment, but this whole world of trying to do a vlog like this and to inform people and let them know my experience, and hopefully that other people can have some success by doing something like this too, and not be intimidated by it, and just do their research and know that it's something that might help them. So I will let you go for tonight. I am going to relax and chill out and go to bed very early with the medications to make sure I'm focused on that too. So good night, blessings, I'll see you later.